Like that right there. No sweat, man. No sweat.
Hello? Yeah. What's up? Man, goddamn, well, I'm at. I just left like 30 minutes ago. We're going to church tomorrow. Man, listen, man. I'll call you back in a minute. All right.
What's going on, man?
Man, I'm about to cancel this bitch up, man.
Oh, man.
I'm about to leave that burn alone, man.
Oh, man, you got some problem going on, man?
More than problem.
Man, listen. You need to talk to the priest, man.
Priest?
Yeah. ICPK, man. I'm the commander general at Hunter. You need to talk to the priest.
Man, you niggas GDs or something like that, man?
No, we ain't GDs, man. We prophets of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Look, listen. Talk to the priest, man. He's gonna hook you up. He's gonna give you good counseling, man.
Right, man. I might check into that, man. I might see what's up with that, man.
Yeah, save my life. We're gonna see what's up.
I just beat with a nigga around here, man.
Shalom on Christ. How can I help you?
Yeah, man. My partner told me, man, you know what I'm saying? I come here and get the advice.
Are you trying to see the priest? No sweat. You might give you a quick search.
Search? I guess so, man.
All right, come on. All right. Go get it. All right, let me get you right here, brother. Put your hands on the ball right there, brother. Oh, yeah, no sweat. Let me give you a quick search for you. You doing all right today? Let's do that you can do, brother. You want your hat for me?
Come on, yo.
All right, appreciate it.
Yo, man. Y'all niggas ain't right.
I'm about to hold that knife, all right, bro. All right, I'm hold this for you. You can get it when you come out, all right? No sweat. It's all good. Walk.
Yo, man. Hold up, all right?
Hold up, man. All right. All right. You good, boy. All right. It's right down that way. Take care.
Hey, Shalom, Mark. How you doing?
Yeah, man. You know, my homeboy told me to come holler at you, man. I need a little advice from my girl about my girlfriend, man, you know. Give me a lot of problems right now.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'm about ready to leave her. You know?
Man. How long y'all been together?
Been together about a year.
Have you had sex with this woman?
The first night.
That would make her your wife, right?
Wife?
According to God, you sleep with a woman, that's your woman.
We never went to the marriage courthouse and nothing like that. We don't have no marriage certificate.
Don't matter in the eyes of the Lord. We go off the Bible and in our ISUBK. Any more questions?
You know, she gave me a lot of problems, man. She want me. She want me to go to church, join church with her. She's bugging me about church. I can't be gone for 30 minutes. She think I got another girl. Time I go turn around, she mouthing me every day. She every day I turn around, I got to hear something.
I'll put it to you like this: you need to get up in our classes, and when you show, make sure you got on all black. And once you learn how to be a man of the Lord, she'll learn how to follow. Because you can't put that woman away unless it be for fornication or she sleep with another man. Understood?
Yeah, okay. Got you on that. Y'all spinning over there, man?
You talking about that dice game over there? Look,
Yeah.
I got $100 if you show me in the Bible for playing dice is a sin.
You got $100? That's it.
I got $100 right here. Including me playing dice is a sin. Check it out.
We'll check that out. We'll go check that out. Check that out right now.
All right, small little crap.
5. Oh, 5. That's it.
Shalom.
Hey, Shalom, you trying to get down? Where your money at?
Y'all gonna get down, man.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's go, man. Come on, man. Hey, man. Get on there. Yeah, what's up, man?
And I bought another motherfucking chopper and a big game with some haters. Hey, I'm overrated. Pass overrated. I'm overrated. Pass overrated, nigga. I'm overrated. Pass overrated. I'm overrated. Pass overrated, nigga.
Yeah, man, y'all bear with us, man. I know it's a little choppy, man. So y'all go check it out on Facebook. It's up right now, man. You understand? But look, it's the ISUPK started out on 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, man. You know what I mean? I got the big occupant here with me, man. Come here to teach our people the truth according to the Bible, man. We're here to teach our people the truth according to the Bible, man. That truth is that blacks, Hispanics, and natives are the 12 tribes of Israel, man. You know what I mean? Hey, Shalom, Akim, how y'all doing, man? Y'all all right? What y'all thought about that movie, man?
It was too wild, sir.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Had some great actors in there.
Man, it has
I myself, you know what I'm saying?
had some excellent actors in that thing, man. It had True Mariah now. He was a superstar in that movie, man. You know what I'm saying?
That thing need to be continued.
Oh yeah. We're gonna make another part on that thing, man. We're gonna make another part. Yeah, I know. Like I said, man, I know it's kind of choppy, man, but that's because the oppressor is the devil. The Bible speaks of, man. You know what I mean? And my laptop is not going to work with me this evening. You understand? So head on over to Facebook, ISUPK Alabama, and watch the whole thing, man. Watch it in good 1080p quality, man. You know what I mean? And make sure you like, share, and subscribe while you're over there, man. You know what I mean? Make sure you get in with the priest, man. Make sure if you got any issues, you can always talk to a priest, man. You know what I'm saying? That was a beautiful thing about it, man. You know what I mean? You can always talk to a priest. I thought that was beautiful. So, but again, we're going to say Shalom Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatah to all the brothers. Yahweh Shemar Ilatah Shem Yahweh Shai to all the sisters, man. You know what I mean? Good to see y'all up in here, man. Look, go ahead and type your questions in the chat if you have any questions, man. If you have any questions, I know y'all might have some questions about Easter and when did Easter bunny start laying eggs, and you know what I mean? When Christ died on Friday, he rose 3 days later on Sunday. Why is that math not mathing? You understand? You might have some questions about that. You're going to throw those in the chat, man, and we can break those down very easily for you and explain all the problems that you have with your understanding in Christianity. You understand? We can do a very good job. I'm sure Officer Zarmov, I'm sure we can do a wonderful job breaking down why bunnies don't lay eggs, right? I think we can do a good job on that, right?
Come.
You know what I'm saying? I think we can break down why. I think we can break down what Easter means in the Bible. I think we can quite easily do that, right? We can go to the Zondervan's Bible Dictionary and break that down. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And as a matter of fact, since I'm on the topic, let's do it. I'm gonna pull a. There you go. All right. That's what I'm talking about. And while we on the topic, Trooper Kunat, do me a favor. Pull Amos chapter 5, verse 21, Bible shot. If I could, I just want to pull that real quick. You know what I mean? And let's see what Amos chapter 5, verse 21 about you and why you should not be celebrating Easter, Christmas, Valentine's Day, any of that. All right. You know what I'm saying? You got that for me, Warrior? All right, read that when you got a minute, Bubble Show.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. I hate and I despise your feast days.
Right.
And I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
Damn right. He said, I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. He hates. The Most High God hates. He despises your feast days, man. He hates your feast days. You understand? He hates your birthday. You may love your birthday. You just turned 21. You just turned 30. You just turned 29. He hates your birthday. You understand? He wants nothing to do with your birthday. You understand? He is not pleased with that. You understand?
Yeah, I'm right.
He don't want to hear nothing about your horoscope and you a Sagittarius, True Mariah. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of sisters talking about, man, oh, it's like that because I'm a Leo. I can't have such and such, man, because I'm a Leo. The Most High God doesn't give a damn about your horoscope.
Right.
You understand? The Most High God doesn't care about that. The Most High God cares about what he has for you to do, and that is to obey him. You understand? And that is to serve him. That's what the Most High God wants for you, to serve him. Read that second part. He said he will not do what? He won't what?
Salakia. Verse 22, sir?
Verse 21, which said, I will not smell.
Oh, Salakia. And I will not smell in your solemn and assemblies. Damn
right. He said, I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. You understand? So what are we talking about Easter? Just real quick. I know I got that does not have anything to do with the title, but I just wanted to address it real quick because I know it's a lot of brothers and sisters out here that want to talk about Easter and want to celebrate Easter, and we need to address just one quick second about Easter, man. You know what I mean? Let me pull this precept real quick, and I'm gonna leave y'all alone, man. True Mariah, if you could get Acts chapter 12, verse 4, Baba Kashab. Acts chapter 12 and verse 4. Because I know there may be some Christian pastor out here that says Easter is in the Bible. Easter is in the Bible. Easter is in the Bible. And then Officer Zarmop, if you could, while you getting over there too, if you could pull the definition of Easter, you understand, out of that Zondervan's Pictorial Dictionary, you understand? And we're gonna break this down real quick. Yeah, this is for your Christian pastor that may know that Easter is in the Bible and thinks he knows something about the Bible. Read that when you got it, True Rob.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 12, verse 4. And when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to 4 quarter a soldier to keep him, intending after Easter to bring him forth to the people.
Oh my gosh, there's Easter in the Bible. Lord have mercy. It's Easter in the Bible. Oh my gosh. What are we going to do, Akim? What are we going to do? I think the Christian pastor got us. What are we going to do, Akim? What are we going to do? They got us. Easter is in the Bible, man. Damn, these Christian pastors were right all this time when they were right all this time, man. Damn.
And with that,
Damn, man, these Christian pastors, they might have pulled one over, man. You got that to start off.
Come.
Read that when you get it.
This is the definition of Easter in the Zondervan Pictorial Bible Dictionary. Says Easter, rendered Easter in Acts 12:4, KJV.
Right.
But correctly translated Passover in the ASV.
And there you have it. That is the exact meaning, translation of Easter. They incorrectly translated the word and they put Easter. But in actuality, what this is what we're about to celebrate in Durham, North Carolina on April 20th. This is the Passover, or the Pesach in the Hebrew. You understand? That Easter does not have anything to do, you understand, with Christ dying on a Friday evening, rose early on a Sunday morning. That is not in the Bible. You understand? As far as that, you understand? 3 days later, he rose early. Go ahead, Zalma. You going to say something like?
I'm gonna say, can I read these other two versions real quick?
Go ahead.
Then it says the day on which the church celebrates resurrection of Jesus Christ. Then it says there is no celebration of the resurrection in the New Testament.
Damn. So there you go, Christian pastor. You thought you had one, but you didn't have anything. You thought you had something, but you didn't have anything. So take that Easter birthday, you understand? Take that Easter celebration. Take your Easter suit, you understand? Take your I know you buying a beautiful Easter dress for your daughters, for your wives, for your mothers. Take all of them, cut them up, and put them in the trash. You have no need for that, because Easter is as vain as you buying that dress. Because all you want to do with that dress is show it off. You understand? That dress is not going to help anybody. It's not going to bring any knowledge of the truth anywhere. That dress is just to show off. You understand? And you're not even showing off for the Lord. You're showing off for your own lusts and desires. You understand?
Right.
Now, on the other hand, I got me a garment for the Passover, and that bad boy cold. You understand? And I'm finna show off for the Lord. You understand?
Right.
I'm finna show off for the Lord, because that's what the Lord has for us to do. He has for us to celebrate his holy days, and we're going to do it zealously. You understand? Y'all know what zealously means, right? We're going to do that zealously. Let me bring it. I wish I'd be like General Muhammad, have Alexa up here with me, Zalma. I ain't got it up here with me, man. You know what I'm saying? I could ask Siri, but she ain't gonna act right. I know Siri.
Siri be spying.
Siri ain't gonna act right, man. Let me get this definition for y'all real quick. Look, see, she heard me talking about her.
So lock it.
Go ahead.
You say you get the definition of what again?
Nah, I got it. Zealous.
Okay.
I was just gonna read the definition of zealous. This is how we're gonna celebrate the Passover. It says showing great energy or enthusiasm in pursuit of a cause or objective. And we're going to zealously celebrate the Passover. You understand?
I'm right.
We are going to zealously celebrate that Passover in Durham, North Carolina on April 20th, man. You understand? So you should be there. If you are Black, Hispanic, or Native, so like it. Your white best friend is not going to be welcome. You understand? Your white mother is not going to be welcome. Your white father damn sure ain't going to be welcome. You understand? Any heathen that you may have in your family, in your close quarters, they are not going to be welcome. But your black mind is welcome, because you need this. You understand?
Right.
Y'all got anything y'all want to add on that?
So lock it, sir.
Go ahead.
That was easy.
God, man. That's how we gotta break it down, man. It ain't nothing to it, man. I was gonna do this class because I had y'all with me, but I'm switching up because I want to do the Scottsboro Boys. But I was gonna try to see what we're gonna try to break down some scriptures that Christians normally try to pull, right? Like pulling, like for instance, they say the law is done away with, right? They say the law is done away with. They say, how would you break that down, right? But when you read the scriptures, what you find, and when you read these scriptures, is that these people don't understand the Bible a lot. These Christian pastors don't understand the Bible. So the members of these Christian churches don't understand the Bible, man. You understand?
Right.
All you got to do is read the Bible. You got to read the Bible, be qualified to teach the Bible, right? You got to be an officer in the school, right? You got to understand these scriptures, be qualified to teach them. And all you got to do is read it out. All you got to do is read it. It's so easy to explain why Christ did not come and die for everybody.
Right.
Once you understand the Bible, once you understand the scriptures, and you've been qualified by Commander Junior Hunter to teach, it's easy to break these scriptures down, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Easy to do so. You know what I mean? Y'all brothers in here learning, y'all finna be breaking them down better than me, man. Y'all gonna break them down better than me and Officers Allmouth, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep kicking it like y'all kicking it, man. Y'all gonna be able to break much greater than me. You understand?
Yeah, right.
All right. But with that, we're gonna switch over real quick, man. So the topic for tonight is the Scottsboro Boys, right? I thought it was important to bring it out because this happened. Anybody know what day the Scottsboro Boys incident occurred on? And I only like saying the Scottsboro Boys, so like you. But does anybody know what day the Scottsboro Boys event occurred on? It's Swab if you don't.
Come on, sir. I think it's like in 1930, 1931, something like that.
That's right, 1931. Damn right, 1931. Now let me ask you this question: do you know the date, the exact day that it happened on? And it's relevant for this, right? And I tell you, do you know the date that it happened on?
Live.
Hey, no sweat. Go ahead, Kunataz. You had your hand up.
It's April 9th.
It happened on March 25th. Today being March 26th, I thought it was relevant to bring it out today because it happened on the 25th. You understand? It happened on the 25th of March.
Okay.
You understand? You see that?
Kind of, sir.
All right. Yeah. So that's what that's all about, right? Like, I thought it was relevant to bring it out and just talk about it because we got to understand our history, right? Somebody pull Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 7. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 7.
32, verse 7. Kind of.
Let me get over there with Slack. Let me get over there with you real quick. Boom. Deuteronomy chapter 32. And let's go to verse 6. I couldn't fit it all on that first screen. Let's go to verse 6 and let's read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 6. Do ye thus requite the Lord?
It says, do ye thus requite the Lord? If you read up a little bit, it talks about how the children of Israel were being wicked, right? They corrupted themselves. Their spot is not the spot of the children. They are a perverse and crooked generation. And the Bible says, do you thus requite the Lord? To understand the word requite, I had to look this up, right? This just means, how do you pay back the Lord? Is this how you pay back the Lord, right? Keep going.
O foolish people and unwise. Is not he thy father that have bought thee?
Right. It says, is he not thy father that hath bought thee? What does that mean to bought thee? What does that mean? And I'll give you what do you call it? A hint. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68, he says, and no man shall buy thee. If you know what that means, and no man shall buy thee, you understand what it says when nobody has bought thee here. I see you. I'm gonna get the troopers out.
Oh, Salaka. Yeah, go.
No sweat. All right, no sweat. Go ahead, Officer. Go ahead.
Oh, Salaka. That bought would mean saved.
Right. That's right. He saved you. He saved you, right? He protected you, right? In Deuteronomy 28, verse 68, it talks about you shall go into Egypt again on ships, and no man shall buy thee. No man is going to redeem you. Nobody's going to redeem you. You understand? That's the better word for us. Like, that's no man is going to redeem you. And it says, is not he thy father that hath bought thee, that has redeemed thee? Slightly. Keep going.
Had he not made thee and established thee?
This is what the Lord has done for us in history, man. If you go all throughout, I think it's another fake Israelite that says historicity. He says through history, you understand? That's what they say, right? This is what the Lord has done for us. He has bought us. He redeemed us. He made us and established us. You understand? Read the next verse, Baba Kushah.
Verse 7. Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations.
It says, remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations, man. That's what we have to do, man. We got to remember these days of old. We got to go back and look at what our fathers went through, what our great-grandfathers went through, and remember what they did, and remember the lessons that we're supposed to learn from these examples, man. Remember the lessons and issues we're supposed to get out of these, man. The Scottsboro Boys went through a horrible thing. So-called boys went through a horrible thing, man. And we should go back and look at what happened and take that lesson from them, man. Take that lesson from them. How many times, you know what I mean? How many times do we know, how many people do we know in our family that dies from cancer, that dies from high blood pressure, heart disease, ailments like that? When are we going to learn our lesson? When are we going to learn the lesson that eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster may be the reason why we have these issues?
Right.
Maybe celebrating Christmas is the reason why why my son is selling drugs. Because now he wants to get the same things that he can't afford. You understand? There's different reasons of why we're going through these issues, man. You know what I'm saying? And we should learn from our history. We should learn what things we have exposed ourselves to and why we are outside of the protection of the Lord, man. You know what I mean? Keep going, Warrior.
Khan.
Start to ask thy father, Salaki.
Yeah, Khan. Ask thy Khan, Salaki. Ask thy father, and he will sue thee, thy elders, and they will tell thee.
Right. Your father, and he will show thee. Your elders, and they will tell thee. Your elders are gonna tell you what's going on, man. You gotta talk to General Muhammad, man. Talk to Commander Journey Yohana, man. Talk to these brothers and see what these brothers went through building up this school, man. What kind of experience they had building up this school and what challenges they went through. You understand? I know those Lavender lads are still going through that right now trying to build their school. But they're going to go through much more because they're not coming up through the right ranks. You understand? They're trying to do their own thing, man. You understand? So we got to listen to our elders and listen to the fathers that came before us and understand that, man. And that's why it's important that we bring this out, man. You understand? That's it on 7, right?
Khan.
All right, let me bring this up. True, Officer Mom, you gonna add anything, you Tawab over there?
Yeah, Khan, sir. I'm Tawab.
All right, no sweat. Let me y'all bear with me, man. I don't have my other screen up here right now, so y'all bear with me. I got a little presentation I was gonna show, and boom. Let me go on and present this. Y'all bear with me. Boom. Yeah, I know I do I be doing a little Canva. I'm working in Canva and make stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So this is what this is right here. All right? So this is a little presentation I put together. It ain't gonna be long, a little short, little something. We'll get up out of here. But what we're gonna talk about tonight is guilty until proven innocent. A Scottsboro Boys review, right? It's presented by me, Officer 50 Natasha. We're gonna break it down real easily. We're gonna talk about the background, you know what I mean, of what was going on in that time in the 1930s. We're gonna go through the train ride. We're gonna talk a little bit about the Scottsboro court trial, talk about a little bit about the timeline after trial events, and we're gonna go through more precepts. You understand? Now, depending on how y'all, I'm gonna be like the Christian pastor here. Depending on how y'all talk, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how y'all interact with you understand? All right. So but yeah, that's what we're gonna talk about. So let me ask y'all this, what was going on in the 1930s, man? What was going on in the 1930s, the 1929 to about 1939? It's on the screen if you can see it, but tell me what was going on there. Anybody know? You can just raise
okay.
Salaka, yeah, the Great Depression.
Right, that's it. That was the Great Depression going on, right? The Great Depression was going on in that time. Let me make my screen bigger too. The Great Depression was going on in that time, right? That during the 1929 to 1939, the Great Depression was going on. Everybody heard of the Great Depression? Y'all heard of this before?
Khan.
Yeah, all right, everybody know about that, right? You see right here, you got two oppressors wearing signs around their neck asking for jobs. And in my sight, that's a glorious thing, right? I would love to see more of that happening in my, you know what I mean, in my area of the woods. You understand?
Right.
But yeah, so this is what you see right here. You see these oppressors looking for jobs, man. But during the Great Depression, everybody was poor. Everybody was broke. You understand? Everybody was looking for money and trying to make money, right? It says by the early 1930s, many unemployed Americans would try and hitch rides along the freight trains to move around the country searching for work, right? I know you might have read in books when you was growing up how they was riding in trains or whatnot like that, trying to, you feel me? Trying to get a job, trying to make some money, trying to get a better way for their family. That was a lot of things, a lot of times going on. Y'all saw the soup lines, right? You saw soup lines around the corner of people trying to get money, man. Trying to get food, trying to get a job, trying to get something in their belly because they couldn't do it, right? I remember hearing horror stories about people was just eating rats and all kind of stuff in New York because they didn't have meat. You understand? This is during the Great Depression. You understand? Another thing they talked about is the GDP dropped 15%. You understand? Where in 2008, the GDP dropped 1%. So y'all remember how bad it was in 2008, right? How people were saying it was real bad. Imagine it being 15 times worse, right? Imagine it being 150 times worse. That's what was going on during the Great Depression, all right? And this is where we enter our story. You understand? This is where we get our Scottsboro, the so-called Scottsboro Boys or the Scottsboro 9, all right? If y'all have any questions while we going through this, man, y'all just type them in the chat and we're going to keep it moving, all right? All right. So we're going to talk about this train ride, right? I call it a train ride to destiny, but that's a terrible term for it. The train ride to destiny or train ride here is that you see this train that they rode came from Chattanooga, right? All the way through was going to go up to Memphis. That's where they was trying to go to, right? They were trying to go all the way to Memphis to get work. But what happened is, if I could, I think it was around Scottsboro, maybe a little bit before, it was an oppressor stepped on the brother's hand, man. They stepped on stepped on the black man's hand, right? And what they said that they got to fighting. That the black boys that he stepped on and the white folks got to fighting. And the black folks basically got the best of them and pushed them off the train and got them off the train. And just like any oppressor that gets defeated, what they gonna do? They're gonna go tell. They're gonna go tell. They're gonna go tell and they're gonna try to get some more. Go ahead. What was you gonna say, Kunataza, Doc?
Like I said, I will say they gonna kill you.
Yeah, that's right. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they had to do. They had to go tell, and they're gonna try to tell what's going on, man.
Salaki, unalive, Salaki.
Yeah, kind of the water. The water. But yeah, so so they was basically they had to fight with the young boys. The young white hobos man stepped on the hand of one of the Scottsboro boys. They got to fighting and they kicked them off, right? So when they got off the train, they was enraged, right? And they went to a town called Paint Rock, right? Y'all heard of Paint Rock? True Mariah, you know what Paint Rock is?
I don't really know about Paint Rock.
I know sweat. Well, up here in North Alabama, Tazar Mob, you know where it's at, don't you? Damn, you don't know what Paint Rock is? Salaki,
I'm in Athens. Point where I'm at. Point on the screen. Yeah, I'm right there.
You over here. All right, no sweat. We're gonna rock and roll with it. So this is what Paint Rock is, what this square is right here. You understand? That's what Paint Rock is. So they got to fighting on the train. The white boys got kicked off the train, right? Either by the conductor or because the black folks was able to overpower them and kick them off, right? They went through Scottsboro, and in Paint Rock, where there was a train stop in Paint Rock where they was met with a mob of white folks. They was met with a mob of white folks out there, man. You understand? And that's when they pulled the black folks that was fighting, and they pulled all the other black folks off that train. All the black folks got pulled off that train, even if they wasn't involved in the fight. and all of them got arrested.
Right.
All of them got arrested. Every single black person on the train got arrested because of this mob. You understand? Because of this mob, that's what they did, right? Let me keep going. Let's see. So yeah, when they pulled the black folks off, also these 2 white women came out. You understand? And I got a scripture we're gonna pull. So like, give me somebody get Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. These 2 milk of magnesias, as they say. What was that? What was that on Tazama? What was that on?
Don't be a menace.
Don't be a menace, right? These 2 milk of magnesias that's y'all chasing after and love so much is the ones that called rape on these brothers, man. And let me say this, right? All the black pastors was arrested, but not all of them were involved. Even the 9 that they called the Scottsboro Boys, all of them weren't even involved in the altercation with the white boys. However, they pulled these 9 because of Victoria Price and Ruby Bates. These 2 white women who were also riding in the freight train faced charges of vagrancy and sexual activity. You understand? But in order to avoid those charges and cover up what they was doing, they accused the Scottsboro Boys of rape. They accused their brothers of rape just to say, you know what I mean? Just to say, you know what? I don't want them to know that I'm a whore, right? And I don't want them to know that I'm out here, you know what I mean, sleeping with men for money. Because that was an illegal crime, right? You couldn't cross state lines if you was doing that. You would have went to jail. So they had to lie and cover up what they was doing. And what they did is they told on the brothers, man. You understand? She lied on the brothers and said that they raped them. You understand? But that brought this scripture to my mind, right? Lamentations chapter 4. We're gonna start at verse 17. Who got it?
Come on, sir.
All right, go ahead and read that.
Salaki, I'm Lamentations.
Mm-hmm. Chapter 4, verse 17.
Okay, I got it. But you do on.
Want to get it real quick?
I get it if you want me to.
Whoever got it. Whoever got it.
Come. This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
Black folks in America, man, our eyes have failed because we have vain help, man. These Christian pastors, these politicians, these celebrities, these stars of heaven, right? These are supposed to be our help. But our eyes have failed because of that vain help, man. Because these people are not helping us, man. You understand? And in our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. How often have we looked for America to save us, man? How often have we looked to say, I need Kay Ivey to save me. Let me put Joe Biden. Let me put Joe Biden in here again to save me from Donald Trump. You understand? Or let me put somebody else in here to save me from Donald Trump. You understand? How often do we look for a nation to save us that will not save us, that cannot save us? How often do we do that, man? You understand? Our eyes have failed for our vain help, man. This nation, America, can't save us, man. It's not going to save us, man. Keep going, Baba Kusha.
Khan, verse 18. They hunt our steps,
right?
That we cannot go in our streets.
It says they hunt our steps that we can't go on our streets, man. Now these Scottsboro boys, what they was doing? These brothers was on the train looking for work, man. And if you do a little bit deeper dive into this, you see like it was a brother on there that was damn near blind. They call him myopic, and he had glasses, right? Couldn't see real well. He had to go to Memphis to get a job just so he can get some glasses, man. You understand?
Right.
He couldn't even get to where he was trying to go because of that. It was a brother on there. There was 2 brothers on there that was 13 years old, man. Just trying to find jobs, trying to get money for themselves and for their family. But they can't go on their streets because they hunt their steps. They hunt our steps, man. These oppressors look after us to devour us, man.
Right.
They want to devour us, man. You understand? Keep going, Warrior.
Khan. our end is near, and our days are fulfilled. For our end is come.
Damn right, man. It says our end is near and our days are fulfilled, for our end is come, man. You understand? The time for all of this stuff is going on, man. It's going to end soon. You know what I mean? These them unaliving us in the streets, like what was the brother name over in Decatur? Steve Perkins, man, what that brother went through. That time is going to end, man. It's gonna come to an end, but we gotta go through a little bit more, man, before it's all over with. You understand? Go ahead, Zalma. You gonna say something, man?
Oh, lie, sir. No, I'll just agree.
All right, no sweat. All right, yeah, man. Let me Slaggy. I hear somebody say Slaggy.
Lie, sir. You're lagging a little bit, but hey.
Oh shit, Slaggy.
Yeah, you lag.
All right, y'all bear with me 1 second. All right, I'm gonna try to stop moving so much. Hopefully, it get better. All right. So after the 25th, right? This event occurred on the 25th of March, right? After this event occurred, you understand? How long y'all think it took for them to hand down an indictment? Right? What's a normal, like, you ain't got to give me no exact time. What's a normal amount of time for the grand jury to say, all right, we're gonna indict these folks on on these charges, right? What y'all think is a normal amount of time for that?
So lock it. I would say maybe 2 years.
About 2 years, right? That sounds reasonable. That's what you normally hear, right? Well, unfortunately, these brothers were real special. These brothers were special. You understand? These brothers were real special. Let me pull this up real quick. So, God. So it happened on the 25th, right? This is the Scottsboro court trial, right? The train ride was on the 25th. The grand jury indictment occurred on March 30th. They handed down the indictment on March 30th. And the trial was set for April 6th. That's crazy, man. That's crazy how quick they said, all right, we're gonna charge these boys, man. We're gonna charge these boys for what we think they did. You understand? It says on the first day of the trial, over 10,000 people showed up in Scottsboro for the first day of the trial, man. Over 10,000 people showed up. You know how big Scottsboro is? It was 2,000 people in Scottsboro at that time. They said 10,000 came through. 10,000 came through, man. You understand? 10,000 came through. All right. They said the first conviction of Charles Weems and Clarence Norris, which were two of the brothers, was handed down on April 7th. So it started on the 6th. They gave conviction on the 7th. It was so bad, it was so bad to the point that their defense team, it was a drunk and an old man who was real senile, man. It was a drunk and a real old senile man. You understand? That these brothers didn't have no defense, man, and they didn't even give them any closing arguments, right? That's how serious this is, right? That's how crazy this is. I understand, like, a lot of folks might not want to hear this history, man, but this stuff interested me, True Mariah. You know what I mean? It said the first conviction was handed down on April 7th. 2 days later, 8 of the 9 stood convicted and were sentenced to death. So they held the trial, passed down conviction in 4 days. And you know what I mean? On 4 days, man. It says 8 of the 9 was sentenced to death, and the 9th defendant ended in a hung jury because 11 jurors wanted the death penalty, while 1 wanted them to spend life in prison. It's crazy, Aki. That's crazy, man. Go ahead, Salama.
So, Lockie, I didn't know if you had it on there already. Did you have the age of the one that they hung?
I think the oldest one was in there was 19, right? The oldest one, Charles Weems, was 19 years old.
Right. They if I can remember correctly, they hung the youngest one, or they gave the youngest one, like one of them.
Right.
I think it was like 14 years old.
Yeah, one of them was, I think the youngest was 13 or 13 or 14. The second youngest was 14.
Okay. They hung one of them. I think it was one of them that got hung. One of the young ones. I'm not sure.
Right.
But man, that's crazy.
And you
5
like
days.
you got yes, like go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh,
No,
so
I was just
like,
saying, man, like what you saying is so heavy because like how young these folk was, man. Think about the ages of these young
Right.
boys, man. Think about how young these young men were, bro. 13 years old, man. Imagine a 13-year-old boy. If you got a son that's 13, a son that's 16 going through this, man. Traveling this road by himself, man.
Right.
I ain't got no 13-year-old son, but I definitely wouldn't be comfortable. I definitely, know what I mean, comfortable with them traveling alone. You know what I'm saying? And if they was traveling alone, something like this, how they gonna defend themselves? Hey, go ahead, Triple Cool. Now I saw you had your hand up.
it's a Roy Wright was 12
Damn
or
right.
13 years old.
Right. That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Uh,
Yeah. Young boys, man. Young boy, 12 years old, man.
Um,
You ain't even a teenager. You understand? Go ahead, Zama.
So Lockie, if I may, and that I know that really hurt their ego.
Hmm.
You got a bunch of young, I ain't gonna say, I don't know if I can say the word, but black men, you know what I'm saying, black boys that
Right.
just whooped out, you know what I'm saying, and kicked us out.
Right. That's
you
right.
know, and
That's right.
that's crazy.
Damn right.
You can't just, you know what I'm saying, because you started it, you know it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You started and you lost
Right.
that battle, so now you want to see them dead.
Right.
Right.
And that's pretty much how, you know what I'm saying, the oppressor is.
Right.
And you see that in the news today.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Anytime you embarrass them, they can't handle it. It's almost like the oppressor is very he's effeminate,
Right.
emotional.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He can't control his emotions.
That's
So
right.
all he is, maybe that's one of the traits that the Most High gave him, because he just can't control his emotions. You embarrass him, oh, he's thinking of a way. Oh, I gotta kill him.
Right.
And this is the stuff that definitely we've picked up. You know,
Right.
us black natives and Hispanics, we
Right.
picked this up. Just being here all these years,
That's
just
right.
not being able to, you know what I'm saying, take some of the defeat like a man, but now you
Right.
want to get emotional and kill somebody. Well, you beat me up, nigga beat me up, I'm gonna shoot him. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
I mean, you agreed to fight him. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But you didn't
Right.
lost, now you want to shoot him and kill him.
That's right.
Right.
It's crazy.
Can't take that loss on the chin.
Can't take the loss on the chin.
You know, go ahead, Kuna. Go ahead. I got you.
That remind me when you said that. That remind me of Frieza and Goku. Goku whoop Frieza. Frieza can't handle it. Now you want to blow up the planet. you call him a monkey, but he whoop you and you want to blow up the planet. That's crazy. That remind me of the oppressor today.
Nah, man, 100%. Like what you're saying is right. Cause like, go ahead, Mariah. I didn't see your hand up. So like,
What I'm so tripped out of is how even though the girl came out, she came out and said that she just threw that in the air because she's a prostitute. You know
right,
what I'm saying?
Right.
She didn't want to be locked up. You come in the courtroom and you telling folks that I lied. I lied. They ain't raping me.
that's
And
right.
and they
That's right.
still go on with it, man. That's just how unjust Alabama court was. It still
That's right.
is.
And he is the kind. I was gonna say, nah, you 100% right. Because then if you saw like if you do a little bit more study on this, like the doctor, it's like let me be still. The doctor that had that did the what you call that, like the kit on him, the rape kit on him, the doctor that did the kit saw that they hadn't been raped. You understand?
Right.
He saw they hadn't been raped, but he ain't never say that in court.
Right.
He ain't never say like, all right, yeah, they didn't rape them. I don't see no evidence of rape. He found sperm, but he didn't want to say how old it was. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's exactly what you're saying, True Mariah. Like that's how unjust the court system is. So like that's how unjust the justice system is. You understand?
Right.
That's how unjust it is when it comes to black folks, man. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Zama.
So lock it, sir. And for everybody listening, that white woman, that white devilish woman is still that same way today.
Right.
Ain't nothing changed today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, all these black men getting these white women, just thinking that it's and I can't remember who it was. They said it makes them feel like, I think I said it, but like their socials, like their status is going up, you know, getting with these women. But listen, when they get what they want out of you, they're gonna do you dirty.
They done with you.
They done with you.
They done with you, man. Soon as they get that, soon as they get that little piece of, you know what I mean? Soon they get that rod from you, they don't want you no more, man. They ain't looking for you, man, for no long-term relationship. They can't have a long-term relationship with you, man. These disgusting people can't have no long-term relationship with you, man.
That is the hills have eyes, bitch.
God. That's something you gonna run from right there. That ain't nothing you gonna want to hold on to.
Right. I don't know. Bill Cosby, the one he's supposed to. It's a lot. Leave Bill alone.
Yeah, man. Nah, man. Don't leave Bill alone. Bill was wrong for what he did, man. But these oppressors right here, you wrong if you marry them. You understand? I know you might be married to him right now, but understand, she can't come to the Passover.
Cannot come to the Passover.
She cannot make it to the Passover. You understand? So damn right. So that's what I was saying, right? So these two women were the reason for all the trouble that these 9 young brothers had to go through. And now you're gonna want to go try to get you one. Now you're gonna want to try to go up here to UAH or UAB and you understand what, Alabama and Auburn and all these different schools and try to get away from your mama and think you found something better. What you're gonna find is more trouble, just like these brothers found. You understand?
Right.
Even though I didn't see no report of them even doing anything. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's move on from here. We move on with that. So yeah, we talked about the Scottsboro trial and how, like what True Morale was saying, like these brothers had a totally unfair trial, man. There was no truth brought out in the system, man. You know what I mean? So I don't want to go back and forth through all the trials, right? I don't want to go back and forth through all the trials, but what I do want to do is I want to say, let me do this real quick. Slovakia. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this article up real quick. I think it gives a real good breakdown of what these brothers did after all the trials. All right.
Right.
Bear with me 1 second. I'm gonna pull it up right here. So of course, if you like I said, you go back and you do this research, please go back and look at all this stuff, man. Y'all look at all this stuff and make sure y'all understand what's being brought out, right? Because these brothers, of course, they had an all-white trial. It was this trial that said that you can't have a non-black trial. You got to have a trial of your peers, right? In Alabama, they didn't give them that. And then the Supreme Court agreed with the decision of this Alabama court. You understand? And then after that retrial, after the first trial, they went to the Supreme Court, came back, and went to Decatur and had it over there. You understand? They had the trial in Decatur, where they said they had a black juror, but they did not. Go ahead, Chumara.
Yeah, so Lucky, I think Wayne was saying, I think Alabama had a law where a black man couldn't be in the jury. You know, you couldn't be in the jury, so you had nothing but all white by law.
That's right.
You know.
Damn right. 100%. Now you're 100% right, bro. Because that's exactly right, man. They couldn't have a black trial, right? They couldn't have black people on their jury. Because America wasn't set up for you, black man. They wasn't set up for you. So you should definitely just come on up out of here mentally and start getting closer to your people. So whenever Tazar Mob does me wrong, or Troop Murad does me wrong, or Troop Kunataza Dog, or any brother does me wrong, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the general. And we're going to have a council on it. You understand? That takes all the emotion out of it. That takes all of the emotion from me out of it. Now I don't have emotion. Now I'm being objective. We got an objective third party looking at what's right and what's wrong. And we're going to decide if the Zarmouth took my $20. You understand? Or something along their lines, right? Whatever either frivolous or severe situation it could be, you can go to council and get that solved. You understand?
Right.
All right. Let me share this real quick. And then we're gonna keep it moving. We shouldn't. I just want to share this, and we should be about done with this. I know it's a difficult one for brothers to sit through, so I'm gonna try to be cognizant of y'all time. All right. Y'all see my screen? So like, I ain't at work. Let me stop that. So 1933, right? The ILD gets involved. Samuel Lebowitz gets involved. These are the lawyers that they say are the better lawyers, right? These were the better lawyers for them than the original lawyers that they got, right? I think it's the ILD was like the International Labor Defense. They placed them on there, right? And then he said the NAACP was involved, but you see here shortly after the NAACP withdraws from the case, they didn't want to be involved. Tell me why the NAACP didn't want to be involved, Desarma.
Why they didn't want to be involved?
Yeah, why you think the NAACP didn't want to be involved? Why they couldn't help?
So lock him, sir. Knowing back then, they probably told him, y'all Negroes get involved, we're gonna lock y'all up too.
Right. Do the same thing to them. And the point I wanted to bring out of that is that the NAACP ain't gonna help you, black man.
It's not.
They're not gonna help you advance. The NAACP ain't gonna help you advance back then, and they're not gonna help you advance now. You understand? That's all I was gonna pull out of that. So you see here in March 27th, Hayward Patterson's second trial begins, this time in Decatur, Alabama, before Judge James Horton, right? They say they called Ruby Bates, Salakia, Ruby Bates as the defense. You understand? They call her for the defense, and she tells them that she didn't get raped. However, Patterson is still found guilty and sentenced to death by the electric chair. Even though they had the woman on the stand saying that he didn't rape him. She lied. They still found him guilty for it. You understand? Now, if you go back and you look at all this, man, you'll see that these brothers was in jail for they said collectively, all 9 of these brothers was in jail for 104 years. Collectively. You understand? Imagine the damage that does to you, bro. Imagine the damage you have mentally being in jail for that long and not, you know what I mean, being that young. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I wanted to show you this one right here. Patterson is found guilty and sentenced to 75 years in prison. You understand? The sentence is a compromise between the foreman who thought the defendant was innocent and the rest of the jury. They said, I found one report that said that Patterson didn't want to be in jail and he wanted to be unalived. He wanted to be unalived. But they said, nah, we're not going to unalive you. We're going to sentence you to 75 years. That's how you know the oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of, man. You know what I mean? But you don't understand that until you listen, until you read these stories, man. You don't understand that this oppressor is something terrible until you look at what happened to our people in the past, man. That's why I had Quinata the doc read that, man. We got to look to our fathers and look to our elders and see what happened with them and learn that, okay, maybe I need to be careful when I'm dealing with this oppressor. Maybe I need to be careful and wise when I deal with these white folks, man, when I deal with these other nations, because this is how they did my people.
Right.
Right? Then I see right here on January 24th, it says, while being transported. Now, this is 36, right? They still back and forth in jail in 36, right? It happened in 31. Ozzie Powell pulls a knife and slashes the deputy's throat. And they said that this deputy was being a hell on their brother, man. They said he was abusing them in the prisons and all kind of stuff. So Ozzie Powell had a moment to get to him. But they said Sheriff Jay Sandlin stopped the car and shot him in the back of the head, man. But both of them survived.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So both of them survived, right? It's gonna go a little bit further down. You're gonna see Ozzie pled guilty to assaulting Blaylock and is sentenced to 20 years, right? And they dropped the rape charges. They finally got him. They finally got him. Right?
Finally got him. They had him, but they really got him this time.
They really got him.
Lock it. I ain't mean to lock it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know what I mean? So I thought that was heavy to bring that out because, like, this is what these brothers was going through, man. Now, these brothers was going through all this pressure, all this nonsense, man, because of a lie from Ruby Bates, and what's the other girl? Price, the Price girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of that because of that. Now, if this brother had never been exposed to this lie, never got locked up because of this lie, he would have never met Blaylock. You understand? All of this stems from dealing with these other nations, man. All of this stems from dealing with this other nation, man. All of that come from that, man. You understand? All right. I think I want to bring out one more thing, and I was gonna be done with this. Go ahead.
So like, you brought up that.
That's a lot.
One killed himself. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, I don't know if you brought up one brother that killed himself.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I was thinking like they were so destroyed mentally behind that, you know what I'm saying? And so eventually when they did decide to let them boys out, it was years and years later,
right.
They grown, life destroyed. This brother ended up killing he killed his wife and killed himself.
That's right.
I forgot what his name was.
We're gonna get to it right here in a minute. What his name was? It was Salaki. I know exactly who you're talking about. I can't remember the name though. Salaki, it's on here. I was just finna go through it. But now what you saying heavy. I no sweat. Nah, you good. But yeah, it was one. I can't remember the brother's name right now, man. But yeah, he definitely did that, man. He unalived his wife and he unalived himself because of the pressure of having to go through this, man. You know what I mean? And there was another brother that one of the other brothers, he was in a bar, right? He escaped prison, went to Detroit, and then he got caught by the police. But the Detroit governor said, we don't want to extradite him. We're gonna keep him up here. You understand? And he unalived somebody in the bar, finally went to prison and died of cancer. You understand? In the span of like a year or so. So these brothers' lives were destroyed, man. These brothers' lives were destroyed behind the lie of these two white women, man.
Right.
Behind the lie of these two white women and an unjust system that we are subjective to, that we still live inside in Alabama, man. That we still live under in Alabama.
Damn right.
Like you gonna get some justice when you go to this courtroom in here? Go ahead,
right.
Trumara.
So like just to add on with this story, they still doing that. They're still doing it because, like I said, probably like maybe like 6 years ago, 5-6 years ago, I posted on my Facebook, but the brother name was Nathaniel or something like that. He was facing death penalty, and I don't know if y'all remember, but they ended up executing him anyway, even though the prosecutor, the people came out and said he didn't do it. I lied.
Right.
And they still, that boy they still end up sending, gave him the death penalty. He died.
Right.
They ended up lethal injection. Like, even though they came out years later, I'm like, man, they still doing it.
They don't lie, that boy. Damn right, man. They still doing it. You know what I mean? And what's so heavy about that situation right there, what you saying, man, is like they called him guilty even on his deathbed, even though it wasn't confirmed that that's what happened.
Right.
And with these brothers right here, man, these brothers got called guilty, and they never even got excused from it, even though it was clear that they was innocent. They never got expunged, or I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. So like, I can't remember the word, but they never got their record clear because of that, man. They never got their record clear, even though it was clear that they were innocent. Until 10 years ago, that thing they just did it. 10, 11 years ago, they just cleared the last 3 and said they was not guilty. These brothers long dead, man. These brothers long gone, man.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? What that gonna do for them, man?
Right.
What's that gonna do for them? That's a fake hand. That's like when the scriptures say, that his mouth is smoother than butter. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I gotta pull that one. I'm gonna have to pull that one in a minute. But yeah, that's how you know that this oppressor ain't nobody to deal with, man. I saw your hand, Zalma. Go ahead.
Okay, good. No, so Lockie, I didn't know if you were gonna pull the scripture in Zechariah 11.
Zechariah 11:5.
Come.
I had it up. I was finna pull it. Go ahead though. You got it.
No, go ahead. Salaki.
Nah, you
go
got
ahead.
it.
I just wanted to make sure you had to pull it. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I got it in here. Yeah, it's
Come.
I got it on the it's gonna be right here. As a matter of fact, we just about to get to it. We were just about to get to it, man. As a matter of fact, since you got it, actually before we get there, let me go to I wanted to pull this one. John chapter 15, verse 12. John chapter 15, verse 12. And I just want to talk about the brothers, man. You know what I mean? And how they had out, not even, I know all 9 of one involved in the fight. However, you know what I mean? They stood together. You know what I mean? They stood together in that fight and they protected each other with them oppressors, man. You know what I mean? I wanted to pull John chapter 15, start at verse 12.
So I got that scripture that you want too.
John chapter 15, verse 12.
That smooth as butter. I got that one.
God, go on, Salaki, read that one, Baba Kashak. Read that one.
This is a book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth was smoother than butter.
Right.
But war was in his heart.
War is in his heart. Keep going.
His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
They drawn swords, man. That's how you know that this is the oppressor that you're dealing with, man. That he gonna try to tell you that I'll expunge these people after they already passed. You understand? Right. Just because they want to get something out of you. They want to get a little bit of, they want to get your votes. They want to get your support. They want to get that money out of you, man. So you know what? No sweat. These supposed to die, but you know what? I'll appease you with this, with expunging these brothers, even though they already gone. Even though they are, the state that got all the money they're gonna get out of them. You understand? Right. The state that already got every single penny that they could have got out of these brothers. But now we're gonna expunge them and say, you know what? Don't worry about it. They're not guilty. Well, I got a question for the state of Alabama. If these brothers are not guilty, when are you gonna pay back with interest the money that you got off these brothers? Right. If they are not guilty, pay back the money that you got off these brothers and give that to their families. Give it to the families and the loved ones that still hear from them, man. Right. And with the interest, man. Because I know you've been benefiting off that interest from all this time. If they're not guilty, give the money back. But I know you're not going to do that because that's what you want. You want the money. You want more and more money. So, K. Ivy, answer that question for me. When are you going to give the money back to the family? You understand? And if the family ain't around, give it to Commander Junior Hunter. You understand? Give it to the ISUPK. You understand? Right. Commander Junior Hunter. Right. You understand? But so like I just want to put that out there. You got somebody got John chapter 15 for me?
Come.
I just want to read this right here about brotherhood. That's what we in tonight. Go ahead.
What verse is that out on?
Verse 12. No sweat. Verse 12.
Verse 12. Come. This is the book of John chapter 15, verse 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you.
Now, this is what the Bible said, that we're supposed to love one another as the Most High has loved us. You understand? Well, that's how we're supposed to love one another. All right, keep going.
Verse 13. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friend.
It's Salakia. I messed up. I mean, I said the Most High. It's like this is Christ talking. Salakia. It's Christ said that this is that ye love one another as I have loved you. Christ said that. So like not the Most High. They are not the same. Don't get me on record trying to say that. You understand? Let me fix that. You understand? Right. But he says that ye love one another as I have loved you. Keep reading, Warren.
Verse 14.
So like go back to 13. Read that again. So like
greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friend.
That a man lay down his life for a friend, right? Now, these brothers, if you remember the story on the train, right? These brothers had got to fighting with these oppressors because they stepped on one of them hands. You understand? And they all got to fighting because of that. Not all 9, of course, but it was the brothers that was there got to fighting with him. You understand? Right. Because he disrespected one of them. Now, how many times do you know, or who do you know that's a brother that's going to defend you when you get hurt by this oppressor? Who do you know outside of the ISUPK, of course? Outside of the ISUPK, how many times are you going to be defended, you know what I mean, when you get hurt by this oppressor? I'm willing to bet that it's 0 to none. You understand? But these brothers did a courageous thing. They defended each other when it got time to fight with these oppressors. You understand? They stood toe to toe with each other and did that. And that's the same spirit that we're supposed to have, if not greater, in the ISUPK. You know what I mean? And that's the spirit we have in the ISUPK. Is to stand with our brothers and go toe to toe with each other when we go to camp. You know what I mean? When we have problems. Go toe to toe with each other when we have demons that we fight. You understand? That's what we're supposed to do. We gotta have that brotherhood, man. All right. So I just want to get that brotherhood out the way. Now we can get to Zechariah. Get that Zechariah 11:4. Start at verse 4 if you could, Bible Kushah.
Come. It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 4.
Go to verse 3. So go to verse 3. I wanted to hit that verse 3 earlier off of something you said.
Come. Zechariah, this is the book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 3. There is a voice of the howling of the shepherds. For their glory is spoiled.
The howling of the shepherds, their glory is spoiled, man. The shepherds of Israel, these leaders of Israel, these celebrities, all these people, they're about to be howling because their glory is spoiling. Look at Diddy. Look at Diddy right now. Look at TD Jakes. Their glory is spoiling, man. You understand? These supposed to be great shepherds, great people in our community. But what you see going on right now, their glory is spoiling, man. And that ain't nothing but the Lord. You understand? Keep reading.
A voice of the roaring of young lions.
It says a voice of the roaring of young lions. That's what you see these young brothers out here, man. These young brothers out here roaring, man. These young brothers are roaring, man. If you don't realize it, you better pay attention. Because they roaring out here, man. You understand? Right. Keep going.
For the pride of Jordan is spoiled.
For the pride of Jordan is spoiled, man. These brothers don't have any finances. These brothers don't have no money. So what they gonna do? They ain't got no choice but to let it fly. They gonna let them ring out because they ain't got the finances. They don't have the money. They don't have what they need to get by. You understand? So these young lions are roaring, man. Keep going, Warrior.
Verse 4. Thus said the Lord my God.
This is our job, Akim.
Feed the flock of the slaughter.
We supposed to feed the flock, man. We been slaughtered. We got to feed the flock, man. You know what I mean? We got to feed the flock. Keep going.
Verse 5. Whose possessors slay them.
These possessors slayed these brothers, man. These brothers got slayed by these possessors, man. You know what I mean? Keep going.
And hold themselves not guilty.
These oppressors hold themselves not guilty for what they do. Right. Ruby Bates held herself not guilty for what she did, man.
Right.
You understand? What's the other girl? Victoria Price held herself not guilty for what she did, man. Right. They hold themselves not guilty because they don't have nothing to do with you. But we're gonna break it down real good right now. Officer Zalma finna break it down on why they hold themselves not guilty. And now you got to look at yourself and see, are you helping this out or are you stopping this? Keep reading the word.
And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord.
They say, blessed be the Lord, right? That's what they say inside your Christian church. These oppressors are in the Christian church saying, blessed be the Lord. Thank you, Jesus, right? Thank you, Jesus. Keep going.
For I am rich. And their own shepherds pity them not.
Their own shepherds pity them not, man. Their own shepherds have no pity for you, man. I'm telling you, man. We talked about it already. Jay-Z has no pity for you, man. He's trying to find a way to keep his money flowing. Right. That's all he's trying to do. He's trying to find a way to keep that money going for him. Our shepherds do not have any pity for us. Right. Diddy didn't have no pity for you when he was up on top of everything. You think he's going to have some pity for you now? He wants you to have pity for him. Right. He wants you to pity him. I do not pity Diddy. Pity Diddy. I do not. You understand? I don't pity.
Salaki. I said Puff Diddy.
Puff Diddy. I don't have no pity for that brother, man. I don't have no pity, man. If he had to deal what he was supposed to do when he was on top, I'd have pity for him. But he didn't do it, man. So I have no pity for what he's going through. Keep going. Go ahead, Zalma. If I say your hand up.
Yeah, Salaki, sir, from May. What you're bringing out is real heavy. And one thing I wish we had this is what needs to be taught right here. This Zechariah 11 and 3-5, man. This needs to be taught definitely to the Black, Hispanic, and Native community.
Right.
Because I remember growing up in that church, and a preacher got up there and was like, if you don't want to get shot by the police, listen, he said, if you don't want to get shot by the police, when they pull you over, just put your hands on the steering wheel, say yes, sir, and no, sir, and don't talk loud, and and like that's gonna stop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The brother got unalived. I can't remember which one it was, in front of his girlfriend and child.
Right.
And the police officer asked him, does he have a permit to carry?
Right.
Right. He was trying to show him the permit, and the police officer shot and killed him. I promise you, I bet he was, like his wife said, he was talking nice.
Right.
And he was, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't raising his voice, and he still got unalive.
That's right.
That's not going to help us here. This right here, Zechariah, what I just read for you, sir, you just brought out, this is what going to help us, because you're going to get an understanding of no matter what you do,
right,
you are a possession to them.
That's right.
These niggas bought you on the selling blocks. You think they like, you know what I'm saying, the fact that you getting a little money now?
Right.
Right? You think they like the fact that they got to come to their job and look at this black man over them?
Right.
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 They waiting for you. They waiting for something to happen to you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And we got to understand, definitely, definitely with the police. You know what I'm saying? And how they do, but these two white women is just ruin how many lives?
Nine of them.
Ruin 9 lives.
Right.
Because you were whoring and didn't want to get in trouble, as if you was gonna get in that much damn trouble in the first place.
In the first place,
right?
Might have got a fine. Might have got a fine.
Hell, knowing them, their police probably took you in the back or somewhere. You know,
right?
Right.
Got on down.
Right, slept with you anyway, and now you just ruined it. But how you said, Cornell, you said that boy was 12.
Carnival concert.
12 years old.
Right.
Because two devils got up and lied.
Right.
And even when they came out with the truth during the trial, you still got devils that just don't like us and was like, I don't care what you say. We doing these niggas. I mean, we Salaki. We putting these brothers in prison anyway.
Right.
Because we just don't. They just don't like us.
They just don't like you. hey, go ahead, Truma. I'm gonna wait. Go ahead.
Salaki, sir. But it was another guy too that was where he was. I know one was blind, like partially blind, right? But there was another brother in that group that was he couldn't barely, like, he wasn't walking straight. He couldn't walk straight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So how could they even put him in the fight?
Right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man.
That's right. Nah, 100%, man. 100%. And then if I could, man, to add on what you're saying and what Officer Zalmar was saying, man, y'all bringing it so heavy. Like, these brothers, these oppressors do not like you. And they lined up on the first day of the trial, 10,000 strong. They lined up 10,000 strong. They weren't there just to see the proceedings of the court. Oh, no. They were there to have a picnic.
Right.
They were there to have a picnic, if you understand what the word of picnic mean. They was finna lynch them brothers, man.
Right.
They was finna lynch them brothers, man. They was finna hang these brothers up and have ornaments for all 9 of them, man, and pass them down to your friends that you know right now that has ornaments in their house right now of other brothers that have been lynched. You understand? These brothers was finna be unalived by that mob, man.
Yeah.
They weren't gonna make it out of Jackson County. They weren't gonna make it back to the courthouse. There was no electric chair for them. That 10,000 strong was finna get off of them.
Man. Lock it. And I can imagine they was in the courtroom like, shit, we can't let these niggas go.
Right.
We can't let these brothers go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
They mad.
They had to bring in the National Guard. They had to bring in the National Guard to escort these brothers from. I think they was. I don't know if they was coming from Huntsville or where they were going, but they was coming from somewhere nearby back to the courthouse because they couldn't have them out there. You understand? They heard that these brothers had raped some white woman, and now all these oppressors got to come out here and unalive them and lynch these brothers. But if a white man rape a black woman, you're not gonna do nothing. This is gonna be another day. You get nothing for your pain and trouble, man. Go ahead, Officer.
And Salaki, sir, I wanted to bring it. I can promise you right now, it's some people that are kin to those people and probably tell their story. Well, you know, my mother, grandmother, whoever was, back when the Scottsboro, I promise you that. That's going on now. They telling them stories in them White Houses. They ain't gonna tell it too much to no black folks, but I promise you, they there.
100%.
They's telling that story around, and to them, that's something great. You know what I'm saying? That you locked up some teenagers.
That's right. That you locked up some teenagers, some children, man.
Children.
You understand? That you was finna be out there lynching some children, man. You know that you 100% correct, Zalma. They definitely telling these stories around the campfires. You go ask your granddaddy, was you out there during the Scottsboro Boys? He gonna say, yeah. You know what I'm saying? If your granddad is still alive to this day, you know what I mean? If he was back there in that time, he gonna tell the story. Or he gonna tell you the story of what his daddy did, how his daddy was out there. They passed some stories down. I don't know if you know that. Because I know for sure. I done heard, you know what I mean? I heard secondhand from back then, you know what I mean? Some stories that was terrible that happened to our people, man. You know what I mean? But they tell it like it's all good. Right. So what should we do, man? Also, like I got one more. I think I had one more I want to pull. One more precept I wanted to pull. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so Locke, I had one scripture I wanted to. You can go. Go ahead, so Locke. I gotta find it.
All right, get Jeremiah. If somebody pull Jeremiah chapter 57, Slaggy. Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 7, Baba Kushah. Jeremiah chapter 50.
Khan.
We're gonna start. I think I'm on verse 7. Let me show. Let's start at verse 6.
Khan.
Yeah. Let's start at verse 6. We're going to go to verse 7.
Khan. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 6. My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray.
Right. Again, man. I charge these leaders, man. I charge these leaders of so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives because they the reasons for our trouble right now. They the reasons that we having to deal with the Great Depression. They the reasons we have to deal with the Great Recession. They the reasons we have to deal with COVID. You understand? Right. If we was our own people, if we was our own tribe and our own land, not having to be joined to these people, we wouldn't be having to deal with this. But because our shepherds have caused us to go astray. Keep going.
Khan. They have turned them away on the mountains.
Uh-huh.
They have gone from mountain to hills.
Right.
And they have forgotten their resting place.
Right. They have gone from mountain to hill. They went from up high, right? They went from up high to a little hill. Yeah. You understand? And we've forgotten our resting place, man. But let me tell you something, blacks. Let me tell y'all something, man. The ISUPK is your resting place. The ISUPK can be your resting place if you allow it to be. You understand? Right. Because for me, I'll tell you, man, ain't nothing better than being around the brothers, man. Ain't nothing better than being around our family inside this ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got to worry about a brother trying to touch my wife, touch my children. I ain't got to worry about a brother trying to take something from me. You know what I mean? Right. I remember when we went to the we had that day in Nashville. I had the cookout in Nashville. Bro, it was so heavy what the trooper was saying, bro. Like I was a trooper at the time too, but the trooper was like, Slaggy, it might have been an officer. He was saying, hey man, make sure you park your car over here and put this label on it. Because you got a lot of Christians out here that's trying to steal.
Damn.
Hey, look, man. when he said that, bro, I couldn't help but laugh. But he was so right because it's not us that's out here stealing. When I say us, I'm talking about ISUPK. We ain't the ones that's stealing cars and doing all that stuff. Damn. It's these people that say, I'm going to sell this dope, and I thank the Lord that I got away with it. It's the ones that go out here stealing your cars and breaking in your houses and thanking the Lord that they got away with it. Right. You understand? Thanking the Lord they got away. That's who's stealing you from you, man. Go ahead, Trumara.
So like run up on the car, they see the keys in it. Say, man, it was nothing but the Lord right there.
Right. That's right.
Right.
100%. Nah, damn right, man. That's 100% right, man. Because like they always gonna find a way to say, thank the Lord for these ill-gotten gains I got, man. You know what I'm saying? How I know? Because I was one of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
So like, you know what I mean? Like, so that's why I say, man, this ISUPK is exactly our resting place, man. That's what this is. This is a little sanctuary. Hey, keep reading that, Baba Kushah.
Khan, verse 7. All that found them have
all that found us.
Oh,
no sweat. Salaki, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to say all that found them is us. Keep going.
Khan. And their adversary said, and we offended not. Because they have sinned against the Lord.
Right.
And the habitation of justice, and even the Lord and the hope of their fathers.
Right. He says, let me read that again. It says, all that have found them have devoured them. Right? Everybody's devouring us. All nations are devouring so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives, man. Look around your neighborhood, man. Look how many Chinese stores you got that's selling hair. Look how many Arab stores you got that's selling gas. Look how many Chinese folks, you know what I'm saying, selling chicken wings and French fries. They know black folk love chicken wings and French fries. No, we love it. And they're gonna be the ones that sell it to us, man. You know what I'm saying? They in here getting off. They up here getting off on us, man. They're devouring us, man. You know what I'm saying? And their adversary, these people say we offend not because they have sinned against the Lord.
Right.
They know they know who you are, black man.
Damn right.
They know who you are, black, Hispanic, and Native. They know that you're a child of God. They know you're the Israelite. They know you're supposed to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. And they say we offend not because they sinned against the Lord. You understand? They sin against their habitation of justice. So because you can't get justice from the Lord, now you got to go get justice from the Alabama justice system. And you see what happened to them.
Right.
You sin against the Lord. You sin against the hope of our fathers, man. Because of that, that's why we getting devoured by every nation, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
man. Go ahead. Salaki, you find that scripture you were looking for?
Come on. Somebody get real quick Isaiah 60 and 14. Right. You know I'm going with it. This is for those that say, well, I shouldn't have to pay for my forefathers did.
Right.
Because I'm like I said, like I was bringing out, saying earlier, like, them kids, them sons, they, are the ones that unrighteously convicted those 9 brothers is around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They are around.
Right.
Alive and well. You know what I'm saying? So this is a scripture, man, because this is the righteousness of the Most High.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ought to serve the Most High, man, with every ounce of energy that you have. You should, because he's a just God. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Right.
Read this scripture real quick. Read this scripture.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee.
Whoa. So, Paul, right there. So the sons of them that afflicted thee. The sons didn't afflict it, but it's the sons of them that afflicted thee.
Right.
Said they shall come bending unto thee. Keep reading.
And all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down. bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
So, and all that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something, man. Listen, it don't matter. They're not going to escape justice.
Right.
And this is the God that you got to understand, the God that you serve.
Right.
You think they're going to escape that justice? I don't. They're going to have to pay for everything that they do, man. And
right.
what we got to do, we just got to remember to like Officer Natasha said, when he brought out how they was brothers and they stood with each other. We got to stand with each other. Stay in this truth, man.
Right.
Stay in this truth. Follow these commandments. And listen, we're gonna get that judgment. We're gonna all these nations that done us wrong, I don't care who it is, they're gonna come having to bow down.
That's right.
To us and bow down to the soles of their feet. So just remember, let's just be brothers to one another and keep each other focused and stay in this truth, man. We got the Most High behind us. That's one thing we can say. Blacks, natives, and Hispanics, we have the Most High behind us. And I always want to thank Commander General Yohana for keeping this truth, man.
That's right.
And finish that off real quick. Salakia.
Come on. And they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
Mm-hmm. They shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion and the Holy One of Israel, not the Holy One of Edom,
right,
or Moab.
That's right.
Right, or
Allah,
Rome, America, of Israel.
That's right.
Right, and just remember that.
That's right. Go ahead, Trumara.
Salaki, sir. Hey, can we is we able to say like that goes on with that goes with the boot kissing?
Come. Damn right. Yes, sir. I think what Austin the Quan be using that, didn't he? Yeah. They're supposed to be licking up the dust of our feet. You know what I'm saying? I say what I was finna read that. I was just over there looking at it. In Isaiah 49:23, how they supposed to lick up the dust of our feet. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna come back in. I froze.
Yeah, no sweat. I see you. Nah, man, but what the brother was bringing out was heavy, man. Like, that's what they supposed to do. They supposed to, it says the sons of them, man. It says the sons of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, man. That says that's queens. Hey, so like Trumara, let's go over there and read that. Isaiah 49:23, just real quick for everybody. Since they think that the Bible said they ain't supposed to be kissing our boots. This is why we make them kiss our boots, man. This is why we bring these scriptures out and do that, because of what happened to the Scottsboro Boys. You know what I mean? Imagine if these Scottsboro Boys was alive today. So like these so-called boys was alive today, and they could see these oppressors kissing the boot. Imagine what kind of healing that would be for them. What kind of salve that would be on their wounds, man. Imagine what that would be like for them, brother, if they could see this, man. You know what I mean? Imagine that, bro. You got the Isaiah 49:23?
Okay, sir. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 49, verse 23. And kings shall be thy nursery fathers, and their queen thy nursery mothers.
Right.
They shall bow down to thee.
Right. So that's what they're supposed to bow down to us, man. You know what I mean? It says their kings shall be thy nursing fathers and their queens thy nursing mothers. Haven't we been serving these nations, man? Haven't we been serving these people, man? You know what I mean? We've been serving these people since we got to America. They the ones that's supposed to bow down, man. They the ones that's supposed to serve us. Keep going, Warren.
They shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth.
Right.
And lick up the dust of thy feet.
Right. And they're supposed to lick up the dust of thy feet. We've given them a break by kissing the boots. You understand?
Right.
They're supposed to lick up the dust of thy feet. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they should be saying thank you for not making us lick up the dust. This is what the Bible say, man. Don't get mad at us because this is what we say. You understand?
Right.
This is what the Bible say. Keep going.
And thou shalt know that I am the Lord.
Right.
For they shall not be ashamed that wait for me.
That's right. And that's what we're supposed to do. We got to have the patience, man. We got to have patience to wait on the Lord. You understand? And wait for his judgment. Don't try to go to these oppressors and try to get judgment for them, man. The Lord has a perfect judgment, man. I can tell you like this, I remember before I came into the truth, man, the bad stuff would happen to me and I wouldn't understand it. But now I come into this truth and I see clearly how, like, when something wrong happens or something bad happens, right? Like how it's all connected. You know what I'm saying? How it's all connected. What a brother be dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like if a brother dealing with the loss of a job, not only is that loss of a job affecting him, what else is that affecting? You know what I'm saying? Even if his rib might have a job, if he loses a job, his rib gonna lose some income. You know what I'm saying? Right. Not only did he lose the job, right? If he lost it righteously, right? Say for instance, they just fired him unlawfully or unrighteously. You know what I mean? And he was being a stand-up brother, not eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. If they fire that brother unjustly, imagine what they're gonna have to go through because they fired him. You understand? It's lessons, bro. It's like it's difficult for me to explain it because it all works together so well, man. Like how to it's like Officer Zarmoff. I see you back there. Let me add you up here. But yeah, it just works so well how the Lord's judgment works, man. How the Lord's judgment can work so excellent. He can do one thing that affects 10 other things. You understand?
Right.
You know what I mean? His judgment is so excellent. So I don't need this oppressor to get judgment for me. I don't want him to get judgment. I want judgment from the Lord. I want judgment from him because that's who gonna serve correct judgment and gonna do it right. You understand? This oppressor might try to serve me judgment and want to get a piece of what I got. But the Lord gonna serve it. He gonna give it all to us. Like, go ahead, Zarma.
Yes, Salaki. I want y'all when y'all get a chance, man, because I know these brothers pretty much lost their lives because they was going looking for work. You know, but and another interesting story that I found was a black man by the name of Joseph LaRucci or something like that. It's something like that. Joseph LaRucci. This was a black man on the Titanic. He died on the Titanic because looking for work. His situation was different. They wouldn't hire him because he was a black man.
Right.
So he was getting on the Titanic to go, I can't remember, overseas or wherever he was going to get some work. Right.
Right.
And he on the Titanic, and he didn't pay his money like everybody else. But he had a white wife. Right. And he had 2 daughters by this woman. Anyway, it's a real interesting story. You know, he ended up dying. His family survived, but he ended up dying. But the crazy thing was because he was black, they made him go to a lower deck.
Wow.
And you know, when you're looking at the Titanic, the ones on the lower decks are the ones that died. And the ones on the first, they like, you know, first deck, you know, they live, you know, majority, like 90% of them live.
Right.
Yeah, that's died because he looking for work because the oppressor where he was from wouldn't hire him. So he trying to go cross the water to find a job so he can take care of his family. And because he's black on the Titanic, they say, no, you can't stay up in the upper deck that you paid for with your money, with your family, your wife and kids. No, nigga, Salaki. No, brother, you gotta. I don't know if we can say that. No, brother, you gotta go down. And that's what he ended up dying.
Wow. That brother 23 years old, too.
This is damn. Niggas we just want to work.
Right.
Can't even do that. The oppressor still got to mess with.
Still got to mess with you. That's it. Hey, but again, why? Why is he messing with us? You know what I'm saying? Why is he messing with us? And the reason he messing with us because we're not keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments.
Yeah,
we fall victim because of that. You know what I mean? We having to search for work. Why? Because our forefathers didn't keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Deuteronomy 28, starting at verse 15, explains the curses we're gonna have to do. It says, cursed in the city and cursed in the field. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to toil the earth to work. Man, if you think about it, man, in the kingdom, man, you're supposed to be just sitting back enjoying. In the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna be sitting back enjoying the fruits of other people's labor. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna have to go out and hunt for food. You know, right now, I heard somebody tell me this the other day, man, and I need to confirm it. But they said that Chick-fil-A is finna switch up the type of chicken they sell, right? And they're gonna go to not an antibiotic free, but it's gonna be a different type of chicken because they don't have enough supply of chicken to sell. So that meat is getting short. And I know that to be true because they have to do so much different type of farming to make sure that they got enough beef to sell, to make sure they got enough corn to sell, to get enough extra meat to sell for the population of the earth. Because they're running out of food, they're running out of food. This is what the Bible talking about, man. They're gonna run out of this food, man. You know what I mean? So we got to make sure we keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments to ensure that we're not going to be subject to that, man. You know what I mean? We got to ensure we're not subject to that sin. We keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Keep what Commander General Hunter has been teaching us to make sure you got to store food somewhere. Make sure you are prepared, right? Do those things that Commander General Hunter told us, and you should be ready for that. It's gonna be tough, man. But we listen to the wisdom of the Bible and listen to the men above us. We're gonna be straight. So, I don't want to put that out there. Hey, man, but that's it, man. Y'all got anything else, man? We're going to clip it here shortly. Y'all got anything else y'all want to add? Y'all too wild?
I don't count. I'm too wild.
No sweat.
Too wild. Great class, man. Great class.
Most High Christ, man. Most High Christ. Yeah, man. Make sure y'all learn from the Scottsboro Boys, man. Learn from what they went through, man. Understand what they had to go through so you don't have to repeat that, man. Keep these laws, statutes, and commandments so we don't have to do that, man. Hey, Trooper Kunata, do you have the security announcements?
All
right, while that brother's getting the security announcements, man, y'all make sure you go to Facebook, like, share, and subscribe to all of our social media channels. Make sure y'all check out the movie that we just put out, man. You know, ISUPK Alabama is dropping movies right now, man. You know what I mean? The Akim you see on the screen, plus Officer Lagun, plus Officer Salaki. Officers are hard in that thing, Officer Lagun in that thing. We in this thing, man. You know what I mean? We in that thing. Yeah, it's a good movie, man. It's a great movie, man. You know what I mean? And you see what happened when you say Shalom. That's what's gonna happen when you come to the Passover trying to say Shalom. You know what I mean? You're gonna come in there trying to be brotherly, and you're gonna say Shalom, and it's gonna be a big loud screech on the record, and everybody gonna be quiet and look at you. It's gonna be a room. I don't know how many people gonna be in the room. It might be 1,000 people in the room.
Right.
You come in there and say Shalom, everybody gonna be quiet and look at you, and they're gonna have to correct you. they're gonna pull you to the side. Slack you, brother. Slack you, brother. It's shalom, not shalom. You understand? And don't come in no fringes on your t-shirt. You understand? We don't do that.
Dang. I had about 3 shirts.
Yeah, you got to throw them in the trash.
I'm going to throw them on in the trash.
Thank God. You might be able to get the fringes off and get them. You know what I'm saying?
The shirt was purple, sir. I'm going to just throw that on.
Yeah.
Burn that one anyway.
That's right. Don't even go shop at that store no more. You know what I mean? All right. Hey, Trooper Kunata, you got the security announcement?
Water
Warrior.
This is the ISBK security announcement. We are the ISBK start off out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brothers and sisters When a new brother or sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21, Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew, Ma'ashara,
My I
Ma'ashara,
my Ishara.
Ma'ashara, Salakia, Ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like of upcoming holy convocations. Announce holy convocation from sheep. Remind Achaman and
Aquath.
Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf.
All right, that's right. Damn right. And the upcoming holy convocation is the Passover on April 20th. All right. And then Trooper Punat Top the Dog, I'm gonna show you how we're gonna salute it out. All right. We're gonna salute out, we're gonna say, and
Oh, so like I said, I'm already here.
No, no swear. Oh, my most high Christ. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead, Warrior.
Men of Israel, Salakia, men of Israel, Salakia, men of Israel. Imagine this is gonna be the courtesy salute to the brother. Imagine, my Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh
Wow,
Bashem,
Shimmy,
Maj Batal, courtesy salute to the sister, Imagine, my Shabbat, Imagine, Barak,
Yahweh
Maj Batal, class dismissed.
Damn right. Good job, Warrior.